It's been a long time since we've been on a field in gameplay situation, but they were excited to go. We got there. It was a little bit cold. We played Hingham first, and Hingham is a team that's in Massachusetts. They were the D2 state champion. They just moved up to D1 this year. They had a lot of talented players, high-level, high IQ kids down there. The biggest thing was they had some guys that could face off. They had two D1 face-off kids, one going to Bucknell and one going to UVM. That certainly posed a big challenge for us.
It felt great. I think we had a lot of electricity on the team. Everybody was excited. It's an early morning, just like school days, and nobody's excited for that. But everybody was actually very excited to be up early and out and ready to play.
We were all pretty pumped up, kind of kicks off the season. Played two big games versus Hingham and Lincoln-Sudbury. I think they went pretty well. I mean, it's a little different because we were kind of getting the team chemistry down, but overall it was really good. 3 games for our team, and we bonded a little bit, got some chemistry, and we're going to have a good week of practice and go from there.
We got Lincoln-Sudbury's best shot, and they definitely gave it to us. They're the number 14 team in the country. They're great, and we lost by 2 or 3 goals, but we got a lot to learn from, and a lot where we can grow from there. Whereas I felt like last year, since we beat them, that was like the best we played all season. Whereas this year, we still have a lot of room for improvement. And same with Hingham. I think we tied them, and they had a really good game plan.
You're hot. Ready, Joey.
You guys want to stay soft and go?
Push that. Good. Go off of that. Where's the double? Good.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an adjustment. I think we were all kind of off, and we basically were just playing indoor, and we really had a week to prepare. So indoor, everything's you're just clearing the ball, whereas it's a little bit more complicated outdoors, where teams are throwing different rides at us, and then like with again in indoor, when you're getting doubled, you just move it and it's a goal. Whereas they were staying on the double, and there's different ways to attack it outdoors. So I felt those were the 2 biggest things.
I felt good, but we were all anxious to be out there because it's the first time for most of us in a while to play. So we're all anxious, and then we got out there, we made mistakes, but we kind of expected that. It's our first time, so we're just looking to keep improving.
For me personally, I mean, within like the first 2 minutes of the game, I was kind of focused in, ready to go, kind of brushed off a rush, got a couple ground balls. From there, it wasn't too bad. Everyone seemed to shake off the rust pretty easily, pretty quick.
It felt great. Like actually seeing another team instead of like just each other. It's a new challenge. Every time we play a new team, it's a new challenge because you never know what they have to offer, never know what they've been working on to play us, never know what our game plan, how that could work with their game plan, and it's always just new and exciting.
We definitely got better as the day went on. We had a little bit of a slow start in the first half against Hingham. We got better as that game went on, and we had a real good performance against a Lincoln-Sudbury team that's ranked top 20 nationally. And it's a team that when we had the ball, we scored on. We just didn't have the ball that much, but they certainly came in with a really good game plan. They played aggressive defense. So we learned a lot about ourselves.
Good save. That's good offense. Move it.
I thought it went pretty well, but we were shown that we have to work on all of our small little things that will really make the difference in the end, because we have all the big pieces there. Most of the plays and players are clicking, but we really need to get ground balls and middle of the field plays and work on getting our possessions up.
Took a few notes from the scrimmages, stuff we need to work on, so we put that into practice today. I mean, Coach Cam had a good practice plan. We got through everything we needed to, defense, offensive stuff, so it was good. It was a great practice.
We're definitely more hungry than we were. I feel like not necessarily thought we were great, but I think we were expecting the performance that we had last year, and it's a little more humbling. We're gonna have to get better.
Every team is different. And this team, I'm not sure. Last year, I thought we were very young because we had a lot of juniors. I mean, this is a very senior-heavy team. We had the 2 junior transfers in Drew Haley and Brian Cameron, but then we didn't have a lot of guys with varsity experience. We went into that jamboree. We played Lincoln-Sudbury. I don't think they really knew how good we were, and we kind of took it to them a little bit. This year, they were ready for us more. So I'm not sure. And last year, I think we did so well in that scrimmage that we kind of leveled off, and I think we kind of thought we were great, and we didn't really kind of commit ourselves to getting better until Pinkerton beat us, and then we're like, whoa, you know what, Pinkerton's for real this year. We got to step it up, and that was like early May, late April, where that game happened, and that's where we kind of realized we had to step it up. So this year, I think with the competition of how good Lincoln-Sudbury was and Hingham and Bergen Catholic were, I think that it kind of realized, whoa, we got a lot of work to do. Maybe we're not as good as we think, and sometimes that's good for you.
Hey, Brian, Sammy. Brian.
Hey, no slide. You're good. All you. Right. Hey, we're good. Hey, Todd, you're hot. Down one. Yeah, we're off. It looks like you're ball. Hot. Who's going? Justin, break him down, right? Set.
We have 4 talented face-off guys. It's kind of like when you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have 1. So we have 4 guys. We got to settle in on who those 2 best guys are. They're talented. They just don't have the experience at the D1 level yet, and we got to get better on wing play.
Set.
All-American after All-American. We had Blake Bedreau, Matt Bain, Eric Harry, Sean Dooley's at the face-off circle. I'm probably missing someone. Jack McNallen. We've had some Christian Trahan. We've had some great face-off guys come through the program. And it makes me look really good as a face-off coach, but I really don't know much about face-offs. I just kind of say, go do your thing, and the knowledge has been passed on from one player to the next, and this is the first year where it's really going to be a challenge for us, where we got to focus on creating possessions. You got to win the wing play. You got to come up with ground balls.
What do you got, Stevie? Battle! Push.
Another way to make up for loss of possessions, you got to make saves, not turn the ball over, but you got to clear the ball effectively. So those are kind of the biggest things, and we have to develop some more defensive middies because we're playing more defense than we're sometimes, like we would play, say you go to jamboree and you count that 3 games. We used to play like 9, 12 games preseason. Sometimes I felt like we wore down a little bit quicker. We used to, back in the heyday in 2008 through 14, where we had 110 kids in the program and we just were really, really deep. You could afford to do that. Now we're just not as deep at certain positions. So I just elected to go with that scrimmage, and then we're scrimmaging Hollis Brookline on April 2nd. Other than that, we're just going to really, because we have enough kids on our roster, we can do a lot of inter-squad scrimmage and stuff like that. But that was really our big test. So, and it certainly identified some things that we need to work on, and it's some of it's basic stuff, but it's little things that is going to make the difference to us being good and being great.
If you equate it to fall ball for lacrosse, I think Duke and Syracuse, they don't play anybody all fall, and then they or UNC, they play one game too, and then they jump right into the season. So it's really just, we had our scrimmage, we know what we have to work on, and then we're going to focus on ourselves, and hopefully that gets us better, which it should.
We got to have 2 weeks of just intense, high-intensity practices. Everyone's got to be up. We got to be scrapping for ground balls, playing hard. Other than that, after those 2 weeks, we should be ready to go.
So every day that we practice, we're playing against the best competition that we're going to see. So that keeps us in the game and progressing ourselves as players and ourselves as a team. So I think that we're getting just as good competition as we would playing in games. It gives us a real game feel because Coach has us doing fast-paced drills that are non-stop, just like the game.
Was an opportunity to play a very a talented, well-coached Hollis Brookline team, a team that's in Division II. So it was an opportunity for us to get a lot of players on the field.
We want to win, but in the end, it's about getting better for the real games and what you can learn from that and apply it in practice and hopefully get better. So.
We played pretty good all around. I mean, we got to tweak some spots in the defense and in the offense. We couldn't really finish some shots. Defense, we missed some approaches, a couple slides. But
think we learned that we're a really good team, but we still need to work hard. No matter what we do, who we're playing, we have to be tough on the ground balls, on the clears, on the rides, all of it. Because when we're not playing to the best of our ability, we're not us. When we play to the best of our ability, we're a great team, and we need to do that as much as possible.
Stay engaged, stay engaged. Look, look!
I think you want to assess where the team's at before the season starts. You know, stuff you can work on, stuff everyone can get better at. So I thought Hollis went overall pretty well, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff we still need to work on before Monday.
We got to be more dynamic. We want to be more up and down, more run and gun. All of our goals were scored 6-on-6, and we want to create more transition, force more turnovers, more takeaways, get after the